no junk food can taste as good as feeling and looking your best feels, if that makes sense. And at the time I was just like, I felt so good eating this way, but at the same time I was like, am I ever going to lose weight?
A raw picnic, and there was a girl there, Nadia, who's now my friend, who was eating just all mangoes.
Here, you can see here, look, I have so much more weight on me here. Hey free woman. So today I'm going to react to my oldest video on YouTube. It's going to be fun. But before we get into it, I have a new channel. My new channel is live. I have a Stephanie Buttermore video up there right now. Go and check it out. The link is in the description. There's also a link in the pinned comment. So it's going to be controversial, but you know what I'm like. I'm speaking the truth. So definitely subscribe if you want more in this series that I'm going to make over there. Everything Wrong With series. So that is the first video of Stephanie Buttermore that is up. It's Everything Wrong With Stephanie Buttermore's all-in approach. She even has an Instagram page called Steph's Hollowed Leg, where she showcases post after post of processed, disease-causing junk food that is far from healing her body. She has strongly connected her brand with gorging. Animal protein is super beneficial and bioavailable and nourishing in recovery. Bullshit. So she is eating foods that, when eaten freely, cause obesity. But she has this idea that she will get to her natural set point eating this way. So go and check it out. And I'm also going to make a video on that channel about why I started the new channel and why it was necessary and all of that. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so let's get on to today's video. So this video is not actually the first video I've ever uploaded to YouTube. I've uploaded a number of videos before, but I deleted them all back then because I thought I looked too fat. And I wish I didn't. I wish I kept these videos. I really, really wish, but they're gone forever. So this is a video that we're going to look at today. Okay, let's go.
Hi everyone, my name's Freelee and I'd like to talk to you about why I eat a low-fat, raw vegan diet.
My voice is so soft and sweet. I'm like, hey everyone, I'm Freelee. And now I'm just like yelling at everybody. There's a bit of a difference there, but I know how unconfident I was back then. This took me like 40 times. I remember it was like 40 times to make this video. So, it's well, it wasn't my first at the time, but it was my first kind of like talking to the camera video. And I was so nervous, but I was such a sweetie, such a cutie. Look at those chubby cheeks.
As opposed to a gourmet raw diet. It all started a couple of years ago when I found the raw diet. The reason I actually went to a raw diet is because my health was so bad. I had systemic candida where I couldn't focus on anything for more than a minute or two without getting blurred vision. And also I had acne all over my face and my shoulders and chest.
That's so true. I really, really did. I just wanted to make a point here too of the weight on my face. This is January 2009. You can see that I have a lot of extra weight on my face here. I'm not saying that it looks bad or anything, but you can't see the rest of my body either. I was definitely carrying some extras.
Which I knew was coming from the inside. There was something that I was doing that was causing it. So, oh, we've got the frogs in the background. So hopefully you can hear me over the frogs because...
Oh yeah, those frogs. This was in actually Darwin. I filmed this when I was in Darwin at the time. This is like, tropics of of Australia. Absolute tropics of Australia. There's like frogs going off all the time.
It's about to rain. I'm in the tropics here, so...
Those cheeks! Look at those cheeks!
It's pretty cool backdrop, actually. So, I'll speak up a bit. Anyway, so I found a raw diet, and...
Okay, so I just want to make another comment here. So I went raw vegan in January 2007, and this was actually 2 years into the lifestyle when I filmed this. And even after this time, I want to show you I actually yo-yoed a bit with my weight. So we've got this video here from July 2009, and this is me, okay? So you can see in my face, I'm definitely carrying a lot more weight. And this is like July 2009, so it's like 2.5 years into the lifestyle, okay? And I'm not saying like I'm huge or anything like that, but I was definitely, you can see, I'm definitely carrying extra weight, and look at that massive mango meal. And at the time I was just like, I felt so good eating this way, but at the same time I was like, am I ever going to lose weight? Like, what is going on? You know, why is this fruit making me fat? You know, I didn't understand. I didn't have any examples to look to. You know, like, I'm going into the future and I'm showing you that this actually works long term. I'm like, hey, look, I've lost weight. I'm eating all I care for. And I'm eating as many carbohydrates as I want. And, you know, I'm showing that it works. And this is 2.5 years into the lifestyle. And I was still having yo-yoing with my weight. Why was that happening? Why? Because I came from this past of dieting. I came from this past of restricting my calories like crazy. You know, so my body just played catch up with the calories, the calorie deficit that I forced upon it. And, you know, this is what happened also with Stephanie Buttermore. You know, she's gaining weight, but she's also doing the all-in approach, eating everything. And we're going to talk about that more on the other channel. But here, you can see here, look, I have so much more weight on me here and I'm squeezing my arms in. Okay, I was like the master at hiding my fat because, you know, I wanted to be like a slim example of the lifestyle, you know, that I was promoting. I didn't want people to think, oh, it's going to make you fat, you know, because I was 2.5 years into it and I was waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm like, when is this going to happen? When am I going to lose weight? You know, it wasn't happening. So, you know, I carry most of my weight on my lower half as well, on my legs and on my bum. So you can't actually see it. I've got so much more weight on that area. So the point I really want to make is that was me in July 2009. Okay. And pretty soon after that, my weight started to come down to the point that I am today, which is my happy set point, which I've virtually been this weight within a couple of kilos for the past decade. How many women do you know who can say that, who aren't taking caffeine, okay, aren't doing weight loss aids, aren't calorie restricting? I'm sure you don't know many who are doing that, okay? So this is great evidence of what happens to some women when they come to the Raw to 4 lifestyle or the raw vegan lifestyle. They gain weight at first. Like, this woman gained 50 pounds initially on Raw till 4, but then it came right off. Okay, and now she's like super happy and healthy. Or they yo-yo with their weight like I did until they heal, until the weight comes off and their body eventually finds its happy set point like I have. You know, I talk about this in the Raw to 4 book. I show many testimonials of successful people who have done this lifestyle and lost weight and most importantly been healthy and happy, and they're going all in. They're going all in on the recipes and the meal plans in this book. I would recommend you go all in on the fruity ones more than like the pasta and the curries and stuff like that. But they're also not going to make you fat. You need to realize that it's Raw till 4's fault or Fruit's fault or Freele's fault that you gained weight. No, it's your responsibility from your past of dieting and calorie restriction. It's just catching up with you. That is what happens, and you need to accept it, and you need to realize that it's not forever. But you got to get through that initial period, and that's where a lot of girls fall off the wagon. They fall off the lifestyle and then they don't get those long-term results because they're not patient enough. They're not willing to go through that healing period that is absolutely necessary. You need to go through that healing period before your weight is going to come down, which is essentially what Stephanie Buttermore is saying as well and trying to do with her all-in eating everything approach. But honestly, here's another example here. Honestly, that is not going to work. It's not going to heal you. It's not going to work long term. And I talk about that in the other video. Go and check it out. So be patient, realize you are healing, and the results are going to come if you stay on track. Absolutely necessary. Get through that initial weight gain. And if you want to learn more about this lifestyle, the link to my books is in the description below. You can get a weight loss bundle at a great discounted price. Okay. Back to young Freelee.
And I researched it. I went onto forums, or what I thought was research anyway, because on the forums there's a lot of different advice. And I came across a lot of people eating raw gourmet food, like pizza, cakes, and, you know, chocolate and stuff like that. And I was like, wow.
Wow.
I get to eat all those things. You know, like all the food.
Yeah, exactly. Like, these forums can be like really, really deceptive. And I actually started and ran the most popular raw food website ever on the internet. So I know all about this, okay? And it is still running. It's 30bananasaday.com, but it is a little bit dead because Google has really squashed it, and, you know, I'm not putting a lot of time into it myself. But yeah, you got to be careful about the advice that you take, okay? You really have to put it to the test, okay? Put the advice to the test, and that's what I did, and that's why I had to change. I'm like, this isn't working for me. This is not working. And some of you might be like, and some of you might be like, wow, you know, she looks younger there. And it's like, I am younger. I am literally 11 years younger, almost 11 years younger in this video. And not only that, I am wearing a little bit of makeup, to be honest, but like, just look at your older pictures. You know, go back and look at pictures from yourself 11 years ago. I'm sure you look older, and it's okay. You know, like, I'm not a static cartoon image that never ages, you know, and neither are you. And you need to understand that and let go of this like desire to be completely wrinkle free and, you know, look like you're just frozen in time. We're humans. We experience life. We have emotions. It's okay. But it's so pushed upon women, and I hate it. And I see all this surgery that's happening. And, you know, that's part of why I wrote the book, My Naked Lunchbox, as well. You know, I talk all about that and helping free yourself from this fake bullshit. And also having extra fat on one's face and fluid can make people look younger. But people still tell me I look in my late 20s. So remember, aging is natural. It happens to everyone. But if I stayed on the lifestyle and the diet and lifestyle that I was on, you know, before finding this lifestyle, I would be obese and I would look way older, I'm sure. Maybe I'd have a fat, chubby face and I'd look younger in the face or something, but I would be so unhealthy and I would definitely be obese by this point instead of being, you know, super lean and healthy.
The ones that were cooked, you know, actually making me sick. But, oh, now these are raw, so I can eat them, I guess. Cool, you know, like, I want to go for this. And I did in a big way, you know, I got right into the recipe making and...
Yeah, my hair has grown so much. My hair has grown so much since that time. And I'm not dyeing my hair anymore. I haven't dyed my hair since November 2007. And honestly, I don't know. It feels like it is helping the growing process a lot. And it feels so much healthier. And not only that, it's just, you know, my diet is really healthy as well. And I don't use conventional shampoo and conditioner. I use bicarb soda with some lemon or lime juice and a bit of water to, you know, balance the pH. And it's great. My hair loves it.
You know, experimented a lot. But after a while, like my health just really didn't improve at all. The symptoms didn't go away that I was actually going to the raw diet to cure. They didn't go. So I had to explore further. A raw picnic. And there was a girl there, Nadia, who's now my friend, who was eating just all mangoes. And I was like, wow, okay, cool.
I'm still friends with Nadia too. 12 years later, we are still buddies.
Cool. Like, you know, why are you eating all these mangoes as I'm eating my like gourmet raw samosa, munching on that? And she's like, oh, you know, I'm on this, you know, special program and I'm getting so many health benefits. It's so great. It's Dr. Doug Graham 811 diet. I'm like, okay, you know, I can get used to that. I love eating a lot of fruit.
I definitely got some great benefits from that lifestyle.
You know, let me look into this. So I did, and I got a consult with Doug, and he straight away put me on Mono Island, which is one fruit for the whole time.
And I get so much crap for, you know, doing that, for going on one fruit, but it is so healing. You know, it's an amazing experience, and don't let anyone try and tell you that it's not healthy. It's like, look what people are eating, and they try and tell you that the world's healthiest food for humans, which is fruit, no one will argue with that. Fruit is the world's healthiest food for humans. They're like, oh no, don't eat that much fruit, you know, or that one type of fruit, you know, for 10 days or whatever. It's going to be bad for you. It's like, you have no freaking idea. Yeah, you have no idea. Just hush, okay? And I encourage people to, you know, experiment and experience it for themselves rather than just speak against things when you don't have any experience. That's what most people do. They're like, oh, that must be bad. That must be bad because I just think it must be bad. It's like, well, you haven't experienced it. You don't know. Okay, so don't be giving us your little uninformed, uneducated opinion on that. You know what I'm saying?
I had one fruit, had bananas. And within those 10 days, like, my health just improved so much. My candida balance was back to normal. So no more problems with focusing. My acne had all cleared up. You know, I was running everywhere, just loving it. And, you know, the program, the consult went for a month, and we slowly incorporated whole fruits and veggies back into my diet. And yeah, it was just fantastic. It was low fat, and that's the way I've been ever since. And that was about 1.5 years ago. And yeah, on the candida front, I actually saw a gastroenterologist. And I saw him a couple of years ago. And he was really...
Before vegan.
You know, he was a nice guy and everything, but he charged me $250 for a 15-minute consult. And what he told me was that I had an inflamed gut, but not to worry because there was drugs, new drugs in America coming out that would help me. And I'm like, Doc,
It's like, I don't want any more. I don't want to take any more of that stuff, you know? That's what I was trying to get away from. That's what actually, you know, destroyed my gut to begin with. That's why I had, you know, bad gut issues because of, you know, medication and also eating animal products. So I was just like, oh, you know, don't try and sell me any more of this crap. So if you want to go and watch the end of it, definitely you should. You know, I think it's going to inspire a lot of you to actually try the lifestyle, whether it be raw vegan or raw till 4. You know, there's a lot of people hating on these lifestyles. And I get it. I get it. People don't want to eat a lot of fruit, even though we are biologically frugivores, physiologically. Like, people want to ignore that fact. They don't want, they're like, no, it must not be true. I want to eat my, like, cream buns and I want to eat meat pies and, you know, I want to eat junk food. I understand that, but you don't realize once you do this lifestyle and start to actually feel freaking amazing and start to look your best, you know, no junk food can taste as good as feeling and looking your best feels, if that makes sense. You know, nothing can taste as good as that feeling. So just remember that. Just remember that. Like, once you experience it, you're like, okay, I get it. I get what Freelee's all on about now. This feels amazing. And a lot of people say that when they come to Raw till 4 as well, how much their energy improves and how much better they look. And although they may gain weight, you know, the skin starts to clear up. A lot of great results. So just keep that in mind. You got to stay on track long term to really get those long term results. You know, when it comes to the weight as well, when it comes to finding your natural set weight. All right, so that's my video for today. That was like not as cringy as I thought it would be. It was like fine, okay? And basically I'm preaching the same thing that I was a decade ago. You know, how many people on YouTube are actually doing that or actually left? You know, who started a channel in 2007. How many are actually left? Just remember that. Okay, a lot of people like to critique me, but it's like, how long have you been doing what you are recommending? Are you getting the results? Are these people getting the results? Do they have high energy? Are they on caffeine? Are they in shape? Just remember these things as you're looking at somebody who is criticizing me. If you're looking at one of their videos, have a look at their results. Have a look at their long-term results, because their long-term results speak more loudly than any word they can say. All right, I'll see you next video, and I'll see you over on the new channel. I'm actually going to upload another Stephanie Buttermore video to this channel too, so stay tuned.